Hey everyone, this is Dhruveen and I welcome you all to Geospatial Component Step by Step series. You are watching third part of this series and in this session I am going to talk about address input component with Geospatial Map Visual in Power Apps. So now without wasting much time, let's get started. First of all, let me talk about the end outcome that we are going to achieve throughout the end of this session. So basically, we are going to create this type of address input in our Power Apps map visualization. Now let's say whenever I'm searching anything into my address view, then what happen here is it will show suggestion for all the addresses. And based on that, when I click on go, it will locate that location onto my map visualization. So how can I achieve this kind of requirement? We are going to talk more about this thing in detail throughout this session. So stay tuned throughout the entire session. Now, here I have created one blank Power Apps Canvas app. Now, let's create the same demo that I have represented just for now. So first of all, make sure that you have enabled all the prerequisites for Geospatial component. I have mentioned all the thing in the first part of this series. If you haven't visited the first part, link is down below in the description box. Now let's get started with address input component. So first of all, go to the insert menu and then go to the input, and over there you will find an option called address input. Once you add that control, this will looking like this. Now let's add one go button over here. For that, go to the insert menu and click on button and just rename as go. Now let's add one map visualization over here. For that, go to the insert menu and from here go to the media and select the map. So the map visualization is looking like this. Now let's search anything from here. So now I am searching 7 Bellevue. Then it will show me all the suggestion with the input that I have typed in my text box. Now let's talk about the different configuration property for this address input. So what happened here is address input is using fuzzy logic in order to show the suggestion for our map. By default, it shows the suggestion based on the location that is detected by geospatial services from your devices. Now let's talk about its different configuration properties. So here I have selected my address input component and now I am just opening its property. So the first property that we need to consider here is search result limit. So let's say at this moment whenever I am searching anything, it is showing 4 suggestions based on the selected outcome. So you can change that based on your requirement over here. Now there is an option called search within radius and you just need to turn it on, and when you turn it on you need to provide latitude, longitude and radius information. So what happen here is it will show the suggestion and suggestion for the location based on the provided latitudes and longitudes radius. So let's say if you provided the latitude and longitude as your current location and provided radius as 10, so what happen here is whatever the location that has been searched by the user, that will find in that particular radius that we have provided here. Now there is an option called language. At this moment by default the option is selected as English US. Now what happened here is if you wanted to return your result into different languages, then you can select other languages from here. At this moment this many of languages are supported. Now there is one more property called country set. Now country set is something that, let's say for an example, you wanted to have your search applicable only for specific country, then you need to provide the name of the country over here. At this moment is supported the country code value in form of ISO 3166 alpha 2 format. Now what do we mean by that? Now here there is one Wikipedia link where you can find ISO 3166 alpha 2 code. So for each country you will find out the code. So based on your requirement you can choose the appropriate code from there. Now at this moment I do not want to set any country set over here. So these are the different configuration property for the address input. Now let me want to achieve one more functionality. Like let's say for an example, whenever I search for any location, I want to point out that location to my map. For that I need to apply some line of code on my go button. So for that, what I'm going to do here is on select, I will write some code. Click on go button, and I'm going to prepare one collection on select event of the code. So basically I'm going to prepare a collection location map, and in that I am going to have latitude and longitude value. So if address inputs value is blank, then what I'm going to do here is I just wanted to make it as a blank. Otherwise in collect, it will collect all the locations. So in location maps we have latitude and longitude column, and we are setting the values in address input 1 dot selected latitude, address input 1 dot selected longitude, right? And now let me just have one clear button as well. So I'm just going to add one clear icon over here. Go to insert, and from here let's add one clear icon. Just add a value clear, and inside that I'm just adding this value. Now let's add one location over here. Now once we add that, what we need to do here is we need to select our map, then we need to provide the collection of the locations, and then go to the advanced property and need to set latitude and longitude property. So let's provide the latitude as locations dot latitude, locations map dot latitude, and location maps dot longitude. Now let's taste this stuff. So I'm clicking on go, Bellevue, click on go, and you can see that it has located that location over here. And if we observe that collection, that will be looking like this. So let me just double click on that, and just click on location maps, and here the values in a form of latitude and longitude has been stored successfully, right? So here you can search any location. So let's say I'm searching for any India location, like I am searching one location for the Hyderabad location, and I'm just clicking on OK. So it will locate me that location over here perfectly. And if we check out that collection, that will be looking like this. So let's go to the go menu and let's check the collection. So this collection value is looking like this, right? Now let's do one more thing. Like let me add just one label control, and now let me talk about what are the properties that is returned by our address input component. So now let me just add one label control, and now let me add the different properties over here. Now which are this property? Let me talk about that thing in detail. So for an example, let me show you one official documentation from Microsoft. So as per the Microsoft documentation, this address input component is something which is returning us this many of values. It is returning us user input, selected latitude, longitude, result JSON, free from address, local name, postal code, extended postal code, country code ISO 3, country subdivision name, street number, municipality subdivision, country territory subdivision, country secondary subdivision, and country subdivision. This many of value will be returned from the address. Now I did the same thing over here. So whatever the address input that has been provided by end user, dot the property name that has been provided into that documentation, I added all this property here. Now let's check out that thing in detail. So let me just refresh everything over here, and now let me just search for any location, that is 7 Bellevue, Chini. And now what happened here is you can see that when I hit go, it will show me that location onto here on my map. Now you can see that I just entered 7 Bellevue. So it will show that user input, that what is entered by user. Then latitude and longitude for that location. Free from address is showing over here like this. Local name is Chini. Postal code is 6810. Then country code is BE, Belgium country. ISO 3 is BL. Then country subdivision name is not showing me here. Street name, street number, municipality subdivision, country territory subdivision, everything is being provided, and here there is a result JSON. The whatever the end outcome that is written by the search result that is being provided over here, right? So this is how you will get the other property as well based on your requirement. Now let me talk about some another use cases. So at this moment what I have done is whatever the address that has been added by the user, based on that I'm showing that location in a form of a map, and I am storing that value in a temporary form of latitude and longitude column for the collection. Now let's say for an example, what I wanted to do here is I wanted to store all this information to my SharePoint for the future purpose, then that thing can also be done by us. Alright, so this is how this address input component and map visual will work like. Hope this is clear for you now. If you have any question, you can add your question in the comment section. If you are for the first time to my channel, make sure you hit subscribe and press the bell notification to never miss any updates from my channel. Stay connected with me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter and Instagram. Also, here is my website. Just click on that. You will be redirected to that website. If you are looking for any consultancy, click on that and post your query over there. If you are wanted to listen different Power Platform related audiogram, here is my podcast channel. Just click on that link. It will be redirecting you to my podcast homepage over here. Here you can listen your favorite Power Platform podcast on your favorite podcast platform like Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify and much more. Also, if you are interested to listen different video related Instagram, then here is the Instagram account. The Insta ID is Power Platform Guy. You can follow me and show your love over here as well. If you are looking for any Power Platform related short video, here is a separate channel called Digital Dhruvin. Go there and show your love over there as well on that channel. So make sure you hit subscribe and press the bell notification so you never miss any updates for Power Platform short videos over there. This is Dhruvin signing off. See you in the next session. Have a great day. Goodbye.